This channel is not AI.
In 1987, a hero was born. No, not born, built.
Today on Juice Desserts, the very first Mega Man game. I remember renting this game as a kid and just getting wrecked. Hard. Like most kids back then, Mega Man 2 was the first Mega Man game I played, and afterwards, I went back to try this one. And it rammed me harder than a Sony video game executive like typically rams kids. Oh wait, I made that joke already. Does Mega Man 1 still hold up? Especially compared to its many sequels? Just so many sequels. So many fucking sequels. Way too fucking many The answer to this question will be revealed right now. No, it's the worst of all 11 of them.
The absolute dang worst. I'd say Mega Man 1 is still a good game, at least by the standards of when it first came out.
It was well received by fans and critics, but sold pretty badly. Maybe because of that just awful American box art. Bro looks like a dad who decided to dress up for the nerd convention he's taking his daughter to, and also to rob the liquor store on the way. Oh God, is that joke gonna be seen as racist? This guy actually doesn't look that white. Don't ban me!
Stick around to find out why Mega Man's first foray in this miserable crap hole of an Earth was flawed, but still worth checking out. Maybe not as a newbie's first experience in this franchise, though. Most people don't expect a child's first swim to be in the adult pool.
I'm not most people.
If you want to know what this game is even about, you gotta look in the manual, or on the back of the box. What the fiend blicker is a Monsteropolis? Monsteropolis nuts.
Hard-hitting genius comedy here, folks!
In the far-off future year of 2000 and something, or 2000 and X, famed genius roboticist and off-duty mall Santa, Dr. Thomas Light unveils a new type of robot to the world. The Robot Master, a specialized humanoid robot with intelligence, and the ability to control and coordinate lesser robots, much like a queen bee and her workers. With the help of the Robot Masters and their robot drones, human civilization's progress is sure to skyrocket, and a brighter future becomes all but guaranteed within the lifetimes of every man, woman, and child. But then, robots across the globe go berserk as the Robot Masters suddenly rebel against their human creators. Since robots can't directly harm a human thanks to their programming, Dr. Light quickly realizes the only person capable of reprogramming the Robot Masters and causing this tragedy is his equally genius partner,
Dr. Albert Wily,
who has sabotaged the Robot Masters in a fit of jealous rage. I can sympathize with the guy. Watching everyone around you get glory while you wallow away in obscurity, no matter how hard you work? Yeah. When you're a kid, you love the heroes. When you're an adult, you understand the villains. That's how it is on this bitch of an Earth. With said bitch of an Earth now under Wily's control, and nothing capable of surgically striking down his Robot Masters and ending this, Dr. Light's android assistant, Rock, steps up. Rock was created to be Dr. Light's son, and thanks to a strong sense of justice, he valiantly volunteers to be converted into a hyper-powerful combat robot, all to fight his Robot Master siblings. And thus, the super fighting robot, Mega Man, was born. Or Rockman if you live in Japan, but that horse is nice and dead thanks to my classic retrospective video. I've already beaten off that thing more than hard enough. Wait.
It's a good origin story. I can't wait to see how the Netflix movie f***s it all up. I'd bet $10 they throw in a gag about Mega Man farting somewhere in it. I'll show Hollywood executives and their stupid focus-tested bullshit in a gag when I
Gag them and throw them in my trunk.
Oh God, the stage select theme gets real annoying real fast. Dad, get me the gun!
We'll start with Bomb Man first. He and his stage ain't that hard. Oh yeah, this is the only game in the main 11 that has a point system. Enemies even drop these weird little balls that increase your stupid points. Only balls I care about don't have no points, cause they're their own reward.
This point system is pointless. You get it? Pointless? Stop booing!
I'm glad they dropped this shit in Mega Man 2. It comes back in the reimagining of this game, Mega Man Powered Up, and it's just as pointless.
meaningless there too. Even Mighty Number 9 has them, and it sure as heck didn't do that game any favors. No one cares about f***ing points. Welcome to Mega Man 1, where everything is hard and the points don't matter. The points don't matter, and the game's harder than a Sony video game executive when he tries to get with an underaged boy. I like these jumping little flea robots, and I wonder why they weren't brought back. Well, besides the fact that they look like a penis. So many guns in this stage. Their shots are hard to see, and I'm playing on a new TV that perfectly shows every pixel. So just imagine how hard it was in the 1980s. Here's your first Sniper Joe, military robots with shields that seem pretty blatantly based on Zaku's and GM's from Gundam. Joes are some of the most iconic enemies in the series, but they were never harder than here in this first game. Their AI makes them block forever while you're firing, and they'll chase you if you try and jump over them like a bitch. Then there's these missile enemies. No! Be careful about pausing while on a ladder. If you unpause without holding up, you fall off, often to your death.
Real dream come true for me.
Ladders are complicated to program, apparently. If I recall, Mega Man X8 ain't even got any. So yeah, ladders are tricky. When I'm climbing up to kidnap the Lindbergh baby, you better believe I'm using a rope. What? Is that joke too soon? Also, spikes will kill you, even while you're in invincibility frames. Which reminds me of Sonic 1. But Mega Man can't drown, and he doesn't need to push blocks, so automatically better. There's just something about insulting Sonic that's so satisfying. It's too bad Sonic Frontiers wasn't actually bad, cause taking out my frustrations by insulting it was gonna be the
Only therapy I could afford.
one last Sniper Joe, and what? The iconic boss room corridors ain't actually empty in this first game. Imagine getting this far, only to die in the dang waiting room, just like an American hospital. America! You could climb down the ladder, but I'd rather just jump.
Jump and finally make the voices silent.
Bomb Man! He's weak to Fireman's weapon, but he's easy enough with just the Buster. He'll jump around and throw bombs. Try to run away from the explosions instead of jumping over them, because the boom is big, baby. Finish him off, and you get his weapon. See, Rock, being designed as Dr. Light's lab assistant, was given a special ability that allows him to temporarily copy the data for any tool, and then recreate it from energy. As Mega Man, this is how he's able to copy the weapons from Robot Masters. Bomb Man gives you the Hyper Bomb. The worst weapon in the game. You throw a bomb, and then slowly wait for it to explode. Made worse by a quirk that doesn't allow you to bring up your weapon menu, as long as one of your shots are still on screen, with the bomb counting as a shot. This whole problem is something that definitely plagues a lot of games in this series. The dick who made this horrible, stupid boss is probably why we have the Amber Alert system. Next stage, Gutsman, a robot master made for hard labor, which says a lot because I figure most robots already have super strength. Roll may look like a lowly, but I bet she could crack your skull like an egg. Do not get turned on by that! Gutsman stage starts, and here you see the first instance of the hard-hat enemy that's almost to Mega Man what Goombas are to Mario. They're Goombas, but instead of just simply jumping on their head and moving on, they instead require you to get good, which definitely tracks for this series. Capcom can't decide what to call these little cute bastards. Sometimes they're Metools, sometimes Metars, sometimes Metals, but at the end of the day, they all have the word Met in common. And it's about the Mets, baby, love the Mets. Oh god, this is an old joke. When the f did I write this script? And now for one of the biggest walls stopping your progress ever made. These platforms literally ruined an entire weekend for me as a child. Cause after loving Mega Man 2, my stupid child ass decided to rent this next. Their sound effect, like cackling laughter, still haunts me to this day. Oh god, I need more therapy! Sonic Frontiers, why were you good? Video games are supposed to be escapism, dang it. Now I'm paying to get laughed at? I got that for free. If those stupid kids only knew that my dick was gigantic, then I'd be the one laughing. Speaking of dicks, the trick to these platforms is the focus on the balls, not the shaft. No, seriously, these platforms will like go flaccid over the damaged parts of these tracks, but only once the dangly little ball part touches the damaged part of these tracks. That's the trick to it, to focus on the balls. I hope you're taking notes, ladies.
Stomp on my balls.
After these pickaxe enemies is this falling part. The physics for jumping off stuff here is weird.
And I should know.
It's random if you'll fit through the holes on the way down. Speaking of random, meet Big Eye. These motherfuckers do so much fucking damage and have so much fucking health. It's basically impossible to defeat one before it closes in, and you just have to deal. Much like an angry Sonic fan. Oh god, and you're often not even on the same level as one, so buster spam is out of the question.
Get on my level, scrub lord. I'm ripped.
You need to run under them when they jump high. When do they jump high?
Shut the hell up!
Stop asking questions and just go for it. Walk it off.
This guy was designed by a dang high school gym teacher. I wouldn't even mind getting crushed by one if it looked like a giant chick.
So, Gutsman fight. He'll hop around and stun you while throwing boulders. Use Hyper Bomb, but the timing's tricky.
So, let's do a little cheating.
With the pause trick. The select button pauses the game, and any shot on screen gets its damage hitbox back when you unpause. So, with this glitch, you can hit things over and over by pausing and unpausing. Use it just as the bomb explodes, and if you time it right, you'll beat Gutsman with just one bomb. Your reward is the Super Arm, which disables the Buster, but gives Mega Man super strength, letting you lift and throw rocks. But when those rocks aren't around, it's completely useless. If it allowed Mega Man to do something cool, like punch some idiots in the face, that'd be awesome. Just cold cock some fools with these big brown hands. Big brown hands, not because I'm black. The Super Arm makes Mega Man's arms brown. There ain't enough melee weapons in Mega Man Classic. They'd give us one later, but why beat a full black and blue with your fists when you can instead ballerina dance at them aggressively? The school bullies will definitely respect me for this. At least Super Arm looked cool in Smash 4's Mega Man reveal trailer when he picked up Mario and threw him away like a used rag though. Heck yeah. And I should know a thing or two about throwing away used rags, if you know what I'm saying. Because I enjoy polishing furniture. And my dick. Cutman, timber felling robot, guy with scissors on his head. Cutman's design is literally, what if we took Mega Man's body, made it red, and then made his head a lawsuit waiting to happen? Since rock beats scissors in this proverbial Rochambeau game, we could be like Killer Croc and say we threw a rock at him with the Super Arm. Let's go beat up this circumcision party's worst nightmare. Stage is pretty basic. You just climb a bunch while getting shot at by wall turrets until you get here and scissors start attacking you. But see, what Cutman didn't plan for was me like having legs. Just run. Run away faster than the kids running away from a horny Sony game executive. Get the Cutman, and he'll hop around, throwing his rolling cutter boomerang at you. And for God's sake, always watch for the rebound. You motherfucker. Just use the guts blocks to smash him. I don't mean sexually, shut up. Just don't miss, because they won't respawn. Now you have the rolling cutter, your first actual good weapon. A boomerang with a big hitbox. Good stuff. It'll totally be outclassed soon, but until then, you finally have something better than just your lemons. Next stage. Elecman is Keiji Inafane's favorite robot master, apparently. Elecman was the first one he designed, and thanks to that, they put him in Smash as an assist trophy. He's based on Marvel character designs. I'd assume Electro and Wolverine, but his stage is a stupid, dumbass vertical level. These types of levels just don't work in Mega Man Classic, and the first area feels like the precursor to games like Getting Over It and Jump King. You know, games that I wouldn't have someone who has a loaded gun play. Like Papa here. Rolling Cutter destroys these spike Roombas. Then up here will be the first instance of the annoying Yoku block in the Mega Man Classic series. They just keep coming back over and over like herpes. Really loud herpes. The older I get, the scarier these jumps in this stage get. The march of time just never stops. We're always decaying, little by little. The Magnet Beam, an item that seems optional, but is in fact very much required, much like insurance or a condom. It makes platforms you can run along. but be careful. If it vanishes under you, you'll fall faster than my
Will to live.
Don't wait on the ladder for this big eye to pass. Use magnet beam to jump over the bastard. Then inside is more climbing, more sitting and waiting. Because when you think of electricity, first thing to come to mind is, of course, slowness. Squid Adler, or whatever the heck his name is, in Mega Man X5 is electric themed and has this same problem too. But then again, most of X5 was even slower than me wanting to even bother getting out of bed on most days. Have Rolling Cutter ready, because Elecman is hard. In fact, switch to it before even getting on this ladder, or else you'll equip it and then probably fall right off because of that stupid ladder glitch. Life lessons to absorb from Mega Man. When you're climbing a ladder, don't stop to look at your phone. And also, don't trust old people. And if you want to learn something from someone,
Shoot them and steal it.
Elecman is the hardest robot master in the game. His Thunder Beam kills in 3 hits, but thankfully, so does Rolling Cutter against him. Thunder Beam, it's the best weapon in the game. Fires 3 bursts of lightning, and it's almost never not useful. But it does slow the game down a lot though. Legacy Collection can fix that by setting the CPU speed to turbo. Where's the menu to turn on turbo speed for my YouTube channel viewership numbers? Huh, YouTube algorithm? Anytime things are looking up, you gotta show up to f everything up. I mean, haha, funny YouTube game review video, yay! Mario games are high on drugs, am I right? Haha, conky donk, return to monkey. Guile sleep goes with everything, don't ban me! I don't know why you'd want to give something that explores the Arctic an ice shooting superpower. That just seems like a dick move. Like selling ice cream in Siberia, or spraying homeless people in the winter with a water hose. That being said, later Robot Masters start going full cray-cray in their theming, so I can't complain. Later on, there is one that is literally just a frog who dances at you aggressively. I'm the bully now, and I don't respect you. Screw this stage, though. Just take it and ram it. Hard. Harder than a Sony game It's easily the worst level in this already bastard of a game. Game already kicks you in the balls, and this level's the spiked metal boot this game wears to do it. And this game sure as hell ain't hot enough to justify it. Oh god! Iceman's level, appropriately, has ice physics. You'll slide around more than a Sony game executive slides into your kid's DMs. If you want to stop, just jump. Just jump. And make the
Pain go away.
Oh my god, it's robot penguins! You know what? Never mind. You're alright, game. Bring me more penguins and you can farm as many ball points as you want off me. These Yoku blocks here outright troll you. Magnet beam helps, but try not to waste it, as you'll need it for this giant chasm that's way too hard without it. Seriously, what the hell were they thinking here? You need to ride these platforms to cross, but they also shoot you? Wasn't this game made for kids?
Torturing kids is my specialty.
And even I think this is going too far. Getting this one up requires more of that falling physics RNG bull I mentioned in Gutsman's stage. If you want to troll me, you best not do it within
Family running over with a truck distance.
Oh god, is Iceman hogging? Where's a fucking
Desk for me to flip. I need more of those penguins, cause I'm about to homicide.
Iceman's Ice Slasher kills in 3 hits, just like Elecman. And just like that fight, his weakness kills him that fast too. He'll fire in a pattern here that's easy enough to avoid. Use the pause trick with Thunder Beam to deservingly electrocute his ass. Not so skibbity riz poggers now, huh, you stupid zoomer.
Get off my lawn and into my basement.
His weapon, the Ice Slasher, only damages Fireman. For everything else, it just freezes them in place. Like Big Eyes during their random high jumps. And these fire pillars in Fireman's stage. Wait, what? Freezing fire? Someone go get science on the horn, because I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Last Robot Master stage time. Let's go! Welcome to hell, fellas. We definitely deserve to be here. Here we are, in Fireman's stage. He's like a normal fireman, except he starts fires instead of stopping them.
A man after my own heart.
His stage is a big furnace for, I assume, disposing of waste. Because recycling, am I right?
Garbage day! Huh? No!
This place does almost as much damage to the environment as NFTs. Getting through these fire chambers requires way too precise timing without damage boosting, so just magnet beam up instead, because that's the solution to everything in Mega Man 1. Have a problem? Use your magic floating rope gun. Only $19.99. Call now! Kids, ask your parents' permission before calling, because the salesman at the end of the line is from Sony. Fireman. He'll spam his Firestorm weapon, which also sets the floor on fire below you, making dodging more awkward than the kid dodging Sony game exec. Someone please help me, I can't stop making the same joke. Start a fundraiser to save me from myself, I need money! If you really try, you can outlast him with just the Buster. Otherwise, just extinguish him with Ice Slasher, which I guess makes sense. I always thought it was weird the fire guy was weak to the ice guy and not the other way around. Remember, kids, if you see someone on fire, just chuck ice at him.
Then steal his shit.
Firestorm. If not for Thunderbeam, this would be the best weapon in the game. It fires a big fireball, while also causing flames to encircle Mega Man, damaging things next to him. It's perfect for crowd control when surrounded by small enemies. Or a Sony game executive.
He's already dead.
And with that, all 6 Robot Masters are defeated. But despite that, the Robot Rampage doesn't stop. It's time to head to the factory, where the Robot Masters were built, which Wily has converted into a deadly fortress. Only Mega Man can bring the mad scientist the justice and save the world. And if you thought this game was hard before, surprise! Because the game just defeated Viagra Man, sunshine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go defeat Condom Man. His weapon is the only way I can stand up to hooker woman. Sometimes you just gotta go
Shoot the elderly.
pick the old bastard on the stage select screen and watch him fly off in his saucer, as old men are known to do. Buck up, bucko, cause now it's time for an onslaught of the worst nonsense this game can throw at you. The first ever Wily Castle. Gotta love that music. When you think of Dr. Wily's theme, Mega Man 2's instantly comes to mind. It's maybe the most remixed video game song ever, but this one's definitely not bad, and deserves some love. One amazing remix example is a song called Look What You've Done by the Megas. Definitely go check it out, because it's basically Dr. Wily's equivalent of I Am the Eggman from Sonic Adventure 2. In these stages, your weapon energy doesn't recharge in between levels, unless you game over. Even though this is already hard enough, now I have to micromanage on top of jumping and shooting. I'm depressed. Juggling my already limited energy is already hard enough in real life, man. After a few big eyes, you get to do something legitimately badass. Mega Man enters the fortress by ripping open the walls with his bare hands. It's awesome. Kool-Aid Man ain't got shit on this. What power would his liquid ass give Mega Man for beating him? Tell me down in the comments below. Engage with my video. I am suffering over here. Often in Wily Castles, it feels like you're breaking into a place that isn't made for someone to even navigate through. It's not even obstacle courses. It's just half-developed sections not made for anybody's comfort. Look at this crap in Mega Man 2. Ain't seeing this sort of Balder Dash in a Mario, that's for sure. Then there's this fire pillar segment, which is like way too hard, I'd say. You gotta either freeze them at the right time or be real good at jumping off these edges. Good thing edging is my specialty. Wait. Oh, good. The best part of Iceman's level again. Great. How much you think the people who made this love watching kids suffer through playtesting this? The kids playtesting my
Basement are definitely fun to watch.
That Viagra the game took should be kicking in right about now. Because if you don't have the magnet beam, which is entirely possible, you'll have to do this the hard way. You get it? Because Viagra makes things hard. But much like my promises to my
Kidnapping victims, that this will all be over soon.
this whole part is just a trick to screw with you. Cause if you manage this monumental feat, you climb this ladder and congrats! Only now do you find out that you need the magnet beam. Ain't false hope just the best? You'll get used to all hope eventually betraying you, kiddos. What awful game design. At least on the NES version, these weapon recharge tanks respawn if you come back down. But of course, it's small ones instead of big ones, just to waste your time. Because anything that ain't big is just a waste of time, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, ladies? Right? My penis is very large.
Get ready, because after this utter bullshit is one of the kings of utter bullshit. Ladies and germs, here is yet another example of one of the most iconic things in this franchise. Behold, the Yellow Devil, a gigantic combat robot made of shape memory alloy, controlled by an orb inside its body. Yellow Devil serves as Wily's guard dog, hell-bent on chewing your blue spandex balls up as its chew toy. And oh boy, is he good at it. Too good. Like, way too good.
Way too f***ing good.
Like, first of all, he just shows up with no warning, guaranteeing damage against new players. See, his whole shtick is that he separates his shape memory alloy body into blocks that you have to very carefully dodge, all for a single solitary chance to shoot his I-core. Rinse and repeat. Over and over and over and over and
Over and over.
and to rub salt in the wound, said I-core even shoots you, as if it wasn't hard enough. Surviving a barrage of pain just for something to shoot you as a reward? Yeah, this series definitely takes place in America. So, as I said, Yellow Devil is stupidly hard if you fight him the intended way, but we ain't doing that, because we're big dick geniuses who can make these games bend over and submit to our manliness on our command. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Bust out the trusty pause trick, and then just use his weakness, the Thunder Beam. And bam, easy win. So with Yellow Devil sent back to Yellow Hell, let's yell next stage and move on to Wily Castle 2. Dear God, I'm so checked out of this already, man. I just want to move on to Mega Man 2 already. Second Wily Castle stage has you on a big suspended bridge between the two main buildings of the fortress. Damn it! How dare you do this without softening the blow with penguins, you ass! First Robot Master refights in the series. Let's go! With Cutman and Electman here as mini-bosses. Unfortunately, this Cutman refight has no guts blocks, so you just have to beat him with the Mega Buster, which ain't too hard, but none of these fights drop health, because of course they don't.
Yo, someone go make a hashtag for healthcare reform in Mega Man 1. Maybe I'm making too many political jokes. Once Mega Man arrives at building number 2, you climb down and end up in a room Wily has set up for cloning the Robot Masters, which he decides to now use on you. Copy Mega Man as you, but overclocked. He's better in every way, doing more damage and taking less, and even using whatever Robot Master power you switch to. Funnily enough, if you switch to Super Arm, neither of you can attack, which I was always amused by. Yeah, that's right, just run around. Menacingly. Nothing you can do now, you bastard. Damn it, I'm about to kill a motherfucker. Since this fight is fundamentally, objectively not fair, feel free to just use the pause trick with Thunder Beam. What do we do, kids, when you run into someone better than you? That's right. Fucking cheat. The concept of a Mega Man clone made for evil is one that I really like. It's a concept that this series will explore more of in the future. Check out the Mega Man Megamix manga by Hitoshi Ariga for one of my favorite versions of this plot. Next stage. Welcome to the drainage system of the fortress. The level is straightforward. There are a ton of enemies, so use Thunder Beam to
Thin out their numbers. Thin out their numbers.
jump down and then get flushed. Flushed harder than the
Potential evidence in my house anytime I hear a police siren.
You're pushed forward and forced to murder these robot penguins. I'm going to kill everything Wily loves for this. The boss is a series of robots made to clean the water systems of the factory. Each one dies in one hit to the guts blocks here, but don't use them up right away. Especially since they won't respawn if you die. Kill a few of these guys first with just the buster, because they get faster and faster with each one, and the blocks will help you to jump over them. Last level time, let's go! These enemies look like you're caving in their stupid faces with a punch. Practice for the lesson we about to teach this old man. Fill up Magnet Beam here, then move forward until that dreaded cackling again. The cock platforms are back. Well, in this case, platform, singular, as there's just one. No gang in this bang this time, baby. Ride it, and then magnet beam over to a 1-up. And this weird item, the Yashichi. The Yashichi is a pinwheel item that's in a bunch of Capcom games. It's sort of one of the company's mascot symbols. And here in Mega Man, this one-of-a-kind item refills your health and every single weapon. You're gonna need it. Is what I'd say, if not for the pause trick. Haha! Cheating is just so dang fun. Although my ex didn't think so. Playing hide and seek with her
Body was fun too.
magnet beam over here to the final lubeless poundin' this game has ready for you. The remaining 4 Robot Masters, followed by Wily, with no health drops in between. This is fucking stupid. So get your pause trick ready, cause we about to cheat harder than the Patriots. And settle down, you sports ball nerds. I only know this reference thanks to South Park. I ain't one of you. Although I do admire how it's socially acceptable for you to break because of a game. All those times I broke school property as a kid because everyone hated me. I should have just said it was because the local team lost, or won, or tied, or whatever. Then it would have been okay. Football! Why did I go off on this tangent? This is a Mega Man video. Wily's weird red saucer that only appears in this game connects to the first of his trademark Wily machines. These big, hulking battle platforms, piloted personally by him. Since robots can't directly harm humans without complete reprogramming, I assume Mega Man pulls his punches when fighting them, which is why they're so hard. Just let me beat up this old man with my fists. NES game from 1987. I need this! Side note, the original plan for one of the final castle bosses here was for Wily, who was known as Dr. White at the time, to have captured Roll, along with the other Robot Masters, and for him to convert her into a big weaponized monstrosity as a final fuck you from him to Dr. Light, who was known as Dr. Brown at the time. Yeah, that's what this game needs. A giantess fetish. Roll don't do much in this series beyond just stand around and be the token cute girl usually. But I think I prefer fighting things like Wily Machine here instead. Mega Man having to fight a weaponized, reprogrammed version of his sister is totally an idea they should do at some point though. Put your sister to the test if you know what I'm saying. I've seen that tag. Hey, stop dialing the 911! Also, the plan for the final boss back then in this early version of the game was a huge supercomputer that the prototype version of Light would be absorbed into. Crazy stuff. Anyway, aim for the main weapon of the machine with the Firestorm. Then do it again with the Rolling Cutter on the second form. The pause trick completely wrecks this thing. Thanks again, pause trick, for making this game not harsh. I wish I could use the pause trick on all the
Suffering of being alive.
And with that, Wily is defeated. And he begs for forgiveness, something that will also become a series staple. So much so that they start even making fun of it. There's even merchandise. Mega Man heads home to a song whose opening segment will become very well known later. Our hero then de-transforms back into Rock before arriving home to Dr. Light and Roll's only appearances in the entire game before jumping into the air triumphantly, then freezing in place as his family watches, like at the end of a fucking 80s sitcom. Rock? Are you okay? Should I call an ambulance? I said it before, but Mega Man lives in Denver. Did he seriously run all the way to fucking Denver, Colorado? Doesn't it, like, have an airport? Maybe he's banned from planes like I am. Please turn off all electronic devices? Lady, they ain't never gonna find you
After I'm done.
Final thoughts. Mega Man 1, it kinda sucks. Every other Mega Man game in the main 11 is better than it in virtually every way, as I said before. The careful difficulty balancing in later games just ain't here. They're late to this party, like your drunken dad at your birthday. Guy was robbing a gas station, okay? Why, Daddy? Mega Man games are almost always hard, yes. However, they have a lot of thought put into that difficulty to make sure that challenge never exceeds a certain point. A certain line that, if crossed, makes the game sort of fall apart. They usually don't cross that line anyway.
This stupid boss, I swear I'll eat your family.
Can I recommend this game? Yeah, especially with the quality of life improvements on the Legacy Collection. It really was quite good for its time. And those difficulty spikes weren't out of the ordinary in the 80s. You have no idea how often I'd rent NES games that I'd play for hours without actually getting anywhere. Mega Man 1 really is one of the console's best games, straight up. But it is outclassed by every single other Mega Man game on the NES.
Except for maybe that weird rock board game, but who gives a shit? It never came out in America.
Play it, but do so last. Once you're good at this series, and are able to appreciate just how far this series has come from this weird first attempt. It was this franchise's first try, and it shows. But the Blue Bomber, thankfully, wouldn't end here in mediocrity. No, instead, video gaming would get one of its absolute biggest glow-ups soon enough. I'm still waiting for my glow-up on this website, otherwise I better arm my Mega Buster to go and fight Noose Man.